Hi, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining our session today focusing on buyer abuse prevention in the Amazon store. My name is Yas and I'm on the Seller University team. In today's session, we're going to cover what customer behaviors Amazon can consider abusive, how to make safety claims when you suspect customer abuse for a return or refund, and how to respond to any abusive A to Z guarantee claims. Our presenters today are Christy, Parvez, and Gautier. And with that, let's start our presentation.
All right, thank you, Yas, for the introduction. Hello, everyone. Let's jump right in. So, receiving customer requests for returns or refunds is a normal part of managing an e-commerce business. And while customer service should always be a top priority for Amazon sellers, in some situations, you may experience customer behavior related to returns or refunds that seems abusive. When you suspect customer abuse, you can report it to the Amazon buyer abuse team through a different number of channels. Our buyer abuse prevention team works to help protect sellers and investigate situations where customers are suspected of abusive behavior. We operate at many stages, and for example, when we detect a high-risk transaction, we may cancel a customer's order before it's even received by the seller. We also intercept refunds to gauge customer risk, and when available, we look at the evidence that the sellers provide. We also intercept A to Z guarantee claims before policy investigators even handle the claim to check if there's obvious signs of abuse that warrant denying the claim. Now let's cover some of the customer behaviors that Amazon considers abusive. So when a customer claims to have not received an item despite tracking information showing a delivered status, this may indicate abusive behavior. Similarly, if a customer initiates a return and sends back a materially different item or product, this would be considered abuse. For instance, if a customer purchased a cell phone, initiated a return, and sends back an older, less valuable model of the same phone, this would be abuse. If you receive a return with a product or multiple products that are in an unsellable condition, this could also be considered abuse. The unsellable return could range from an unsealed product to a damaged product with clear signs of use. It can also be considered abuse if you receive shipping information that indicates a customer initiated a return, but you in fact have never received that return product or products. And this is also the case if the return consists of empty packaging or doesn't include the product or the products. So the buyer abuse team monitors customer behavior across sellers and Amazon stores to detect and stop customers showing a trend of abuse. So what should you do when you experience this? Well, in some cases, as we discussed, customers request a return but don't send a return. They can return items outside of the Amazon return policy, or they can return items in used, damaged, or materially different conditions. In these cases, the Amazon restocking fee policy applies. And we'll talk about it some more in a couple of slides, but essentially, the images that you provide as part of the restocking fee workflow are the primary source for investigations, and they should convey clearly the abuse you're trying to report. For example, the images you provide should show clear signs of use, damage, or defects. If a materially different item was returned, this should be very clear in your images. Aim to include photos that have angles and positions that highlights the damage or defect you're trying to convey. The images should be of high enough quality to allow our investigators to properly review and conclude. If the customer did not return the item, you may provide screenshots summarizing the issue. If available, you can provide an image that includes the invoice, the return mailing label, or the item that was sent. Now, how should you protect yourself? Well, our top recommendation for protecting yourself against delivery-related customer abuse is to always have and provide valid tracking information. Additionally, if you see an Amazon recommendation to require customer signature on delivery for an order, you should probably take this recommendation because it's based on perceived risk. Now let's go back to the returns topic. So as discussed previously, you may experience behaviors indicating customer abuse when handling returns. Amazon authorizes US returns that fall within our return policy and provides customers with prepaid return shipping labels on your behalf through Amazon Buy Shipping. If you suspect abuse when you receive a return with products no longer in their original condition, or if you notice that return tracking shows a delivered status but you haven't received the return, you have options. So if Amazon has not granted a refund yet, you should open the Seller Central main menu, hover over Orders, select Manage Returns, find the order at hand, and choose Issue Refund. Then you should click on Apply Restocking Fee. There you'll be asked to grade the return based on the condition that you've received it in and apply a restocking fee. If you haven't received the return, for example, you may pick Missing and you may pick 100% restocking fee. Next, submit photo evidence that one of our investigators will review to understand and validate the abuse you're trying to convey. Be sure to take photographs of the physical product, as screenshots are often not accepted unless they're related to missing products. If a return was sent to you containing a different product or products than what was sold, show the serial number discrepancy or clear difference in products in your photo evidence. You'll also want to provide clear documentation if you receive an unsellable product or products in a return. If you receive tracking information but you never received a return, or you receive packaging without the returned item, document either the tracking evidence or the empty packaging for investigators. Orders in each of these situations are investigated manually by our investigators, with all evidence reviewed. Depending on the outcome, we may deny the customer's refunds and take enforcement action against them. So these investigations, they help to protect yourself against abusive refunds, and they help inform our buyer abuse monitoring to better protect you in the future. Now, in cases where Amazon gave a refund on your behalf, a claim may be eligible for reimbursement if we determine that a customer abused Amazon's return or refund policy. If an item is returned in an unsellable condition, or if a different item is returned, or there's evidence the return was not shipped, you may be eligible for reimbursement. You can also be eligible if your customer returns an item after the return period. You can also be eligible for reimbursement if a customer requests a free replacement. You ship the replacement and the customer sends an incorrect or unsellable item. Seller assurance for e-commerce transactions or safety claims let you appeal the decision to issue a refund to a customer. If you believe a customer has been issued a refund in error due to their abusive behavior, you may be eligible for reimbursement through a safety claim. And to be eligible for that safety claim, an order must have already been fully refunded by Amazon. And with that, I'll hand over to my colleague, Christy.
Thanks for that, Gautier. So to file a safety claim, we aim to give Amazon customers a seamless experience, and in some instances, we initiate a refund on your behalf. If this happens and you suspect the return to be abusive, you can file a safety claim. So let's cover the steps to file a safety claim when you suspect an abusive return. So to file a safety claim, you'll open the Seller Central main menu and hover over Orders. Select Manage Safety Claims and click File a New Safety Claim. From here, you'll enter the order ID for the return and click Check Eligibility. If the return is eligible, you'll select the reason that best describes your case for a reimbursement claim. Provide details as to why you believe you should be reimbursed. Attach all necessary documentation, such as return mailing labels, invoices, images to support the claim if applicable. Then click Submit Safety Claim. You'll then receive an email confirming your claim submission. You can find all active claims on the Manage Your Safety Claim page in Seller Central. You'll see different sections depending on the status of your claim. Your claim may appear in an awaiting seller response, resolved, or under investigation section, depending on the claim status. If you don't agree with the decision made on a claim, you can appeal it once within 7 days of the decision. Claims should only be appealed if you have additional information and evidence to provide in support in response to investigation decisions. It's important to note that there are some restrictions for safety claims, and we'll go over in the next couple slides. Claims for items that are returned, used, or damaged are eligible for a maximum of 50% of product charges per the U.S. restocking fee policy. And for safety claims, reimbursements won't exceed $5,000. If you carry products valued at more than $5,000, we recommend purchasing third-party insurance. You can also exempt high-value SKUs from the Amazon Prepaid Return Label program to defer any Amazon-issued refunds for high-value products. You can find full details by searching for prepaid returns for seller-fulfilled orders in Seller Central. Some other restrictions, FBA orders are not eligible for safety claims. Review the FBA customer returns policy to learn more about reimbursements on FBA orders. Also, chargeback claims are also not covered by safety claims. And if a customer has made an A to Z guarantee claim for an order, that order won't be eligible for a safety claim. If you refuse a return shipment for any reason, that will also be ineligible for reimbursement through safety. For items lost or damaged during outbound or return traffic by any carrier other than Amazon Shipping will not be eligible for safety claims. In these situations, you can make a claim directly with the carrier for possible reimbursement. I'll hand it over to Parvez for A to Z guarantee.
Thank you, Christy. We mentioned the Amazon A to Z guarantee earlier. The A to Z guarantee ensures that customers have a consistent experience across the Amazon store, regardless of whether the order is fulfilled by Amazon or by sellers directly. If a customer's order isn't delivered or doesn't meet their expectations, they can file an A to Z guarantee claim to be reimbursed for the transaction. We will provide an overview of A to Z guarantee claims and what to do if you suspect a claim is abusive. For a customer to make an A to Z guarantee claim related to timely delivery or product condition for an order, they are required to first contact you and give you a chance to resolve their issue. Depending on the issue, Amazon directs customers to use buyer seller messages or a written request to contact you. Amazon may grant a claim in the customer's favor without the customer needing to contact you under certain circumstances. Tracking shows that the package is returning to you if the tracking shows that the item was undeliverable to the customer or refused, and we receive tracking information indicating that the package is returning to you, we will automatically refund the customer and debit your account for the claim amount. It does not impact your account health or order defect rate. Tracking shows that you have not shipped the package when the customer files a claim with Amazon. If you have not shipped the order when the customer files a claim with Amazon, or you have not confirmed the shipment on Seller Central, we will automatically refund the customer and debit your account for the claim amount. This will impact your account health and order defect rate. You close your seller account on Amazon while you had existing orders to fulfill, or the customer experienced a delivery or product related issue with their order. Your selling account was deactivated while you had existing orders to fulfill, or the customer experienced a delivery or product related issues with their order. This will impact your account health or order defect rate. When a customer files an A to Z claim, you can provide evidence to help Amazon make the right decisions. Amazon relies on valid tracking information when a customer claims to have not received an order. If the customer claims they did not receive an order when tracking information shows the order was delivered, the buyer abuse team manually investigates and reviews the customer. Any customer claims of receiving a different product or products than what they purchased are manually investigated by the buyer abuse team to determine whether or not a customer is abusive. Amazon may reach out to you via email during our investigation to request additional information. When this happens, you should respond within 48 hours. If your customer's claim is related to delivery, we may ask for proof of delivery, a tracking number, or carrier details. For return-related claims, we may request the domestic return address or return shipping details like a return label. We may also request proof of any correspondence between you and your customer with acknowledgement of receipt of the order and satisfaction with the transaction. You can respond to the claim notifications from the A to Z Guarantee claims page. Under the action required section, find the claim you would like to respond to and click respond to Amazon. Provide any additional information and remember to submit any documents through buyer seller messaging, as the text box today doesn't support attachments. If your customer claims to have not received their order or to have received a different item than purchased in their order, you should send evidence to your customer via buyer seller messages. In both cases, always respond to your customer within 48 hours of the request. You should always be able to provide valid tracking information. Even if you're exempt from VTR tracking, provide valid tracking information is the only way for Amazon to track orders. If valid tracking isn't provided for an order a customer claims they did not receive, Amazon will rule in favor of customer. Not shipping on time can also hurt your chances of winning an A to Z guarantee claim. Be sure to keep your handling time settings up to date, as any customer claims for not receiving an order will be accepted if the order hasn't arrived within 3 days of the maximum estimated delivery date. For example, if an order has an estimated delivery date of April 2nd to April 3rd, appealing a customer's claim would not be valid if the order arrived after April 6th. In some cases, you may want to appeal the decision Amazon made on the A to Z guarantee claim. You have 30 days to appeal claims granted in customer's favor and request further investigation. To appeal a claim, open Seller Central main menu, hover over Performance, and select A to Z guarantee claims. Next, click the option to appeal section, find the claim you would like to appeal, and select Appeal Decision. Enter your comments in the provided text box and indicate any information that will help us better understand the claim and click Submit. Keep in mind that the text box does not support attachments. If you need to attach attachments, use buyer seller messages to send the document to the buyer and note in your claim response that you have attached information in buyer seller messages. Protecting yourself against abuse can also help you safeguard your account health metrics. Maintaining good account health is key to remaining an active seller in the Amazon store. Your valid tracking rate, or VTR, measures how often you provide valid tracking information for your shipments. It calculates the percentage of seller fulfilled orders that have a valid tracking number. If you fulfill order yourselves, you will need to maintain a VTR of at least 95%. Your late shipment rate, or LSR, represents orders shipped confirmed after the expected ship date as a percentage of total orders over both 10 and 30 days period. To remain an active seller in Amazon store, your LSR should be under 4%. Order defect rate, or ODR, is a key measure of customer experience you are providing. ODR represents the percentage of orders with one or more indicators of poor customer service during a 60-day period. ODR is calculated using your negative feedback rate, A to Z guarantee claim rate, and credit card chargeback rate. You'll need to maintain an ODR under 1% to remain an active seller.
This program is a newer program for the Stellar University team. We host these webinar sessions every week for the entire year on a new topic each week. So with that being said, we'd love to learn more about your experience in addition to how we can improve for future sessions or topics you'd like us to cover in the future. You'll all receive a survey via email after this, and we hope to hear your feedback. Thank you so much to our presenters and our Q&A panelists for coming on, and thank you for everyone coming out. Have a good one, everyone.